Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Jamie. Jamie's from England in the UK. So let's see what Jamie has to say. Enjoy the interview. So, hello, Jamie. How are you?
Oh, good, thank you. How are you?
Very well. Thanks so much for taking the time this evening for the interview. Thank you.
That's all right. No, it's a pleasure, honestly.
So, tell me, how was your day today?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm not working at the moment, but yeah, exercise, sauna, bit of a walk, mindfulness, that kind of stuff. Um, yeah, chilled. You?
Exercise and sauna sounds very relaxing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah, a bit of a change to what I used to be like. Yeah, so
Yeah, it's been a great day. I think it's great too. I love going to bed feeling tired. I love going to bed feeling like, oh, I can just rest now. I love
yeah,
this feeling.
yeah, I'm the same. Yeah, I like to feel like I've done something during the day. I like exercising, so.
Totally. And tell me where you're from, Jamie.
I'm from the Isle of Wight originally, in England. So
Uh-huh.
right at the bottom of England, there's a little island. So that's where I was brought up, and just I've lived all over England really. Well, south of England. So
I see. And that's the place where you were born and raised?
basically, yeah, the Isle of Wight, yeah, um, yeah,
Yeah. And how far is from London? You said
I
Isle of
would,
Wight. Isle of Wight, yeah?
yeah, Isle of Wight, yeah, it's by Portsmouth.
I see.
It's a couple of hours on the train, so I couldn't really. I'm not sure about the miles, but
I see. Actually, I think I had maybe two or three guests on the show here from the Isle of Wight for sure.
okay, yeah,
I
nice.
see. So tell me something interesting about the island. Tell me something that stands out compared with other places in the UK, in your opinion.
It's um, it's a little bit behind the times down there, so it's a little bit, but not in a bad way. Sort of, a little bit. You know, um, how would you describe it?
Low paced.
Yeah, low paced, a little bit sort of behind with, and it's a sort of older sort of generation over there, sort of a lot of retirees, and
I
it's
see.
obviously like the beaches, and it's just nice. It's just different kind of way of life. I've lived London and
I see.
Sussex, and I lived on the coast in Sussex. That was nice, but the Isle of Wight's just that little bit sort of there's a little bit of distance of water makes a difference, I think.
I see. And all your family are back in there or not?
My son and stuff's over there. I'll get over occasionally.
I
Just
see.
over, like I say, in Portsmouth, so it's not that far. Just to get the boat over.
Amazing. Okay, so let's start the interview. Of course, we got connected through TikTok, yeah, through social media, yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your page. I saw some of your videos there. I saw a little bit, about some topics. So what was the idea behind your page on TikTok?
Yeah, I went into recovery for alcoholism about 7.5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Had some ups and downs with that, but ultimately found sobriety nearly 3 years ago now,
Wow.
and yeah, so I kind of left the Isle of Wight last summer, a little bit isolated. Was sort of looking at my recovery and my sobriety, and I thought, well, what's the next sort of step I can sort of take with it? With the isolation, I thought, well, I'll just bring what I've learned and me to my page. And
Wow.
hopefully, some of the videos and what I do and how I think and what I do, the things that motivate me to stay
Mm-hmm.
sober can help other people.
Totally.
Because it helps me, that's the main idea was to help me as well as other people. But yeah.
I love that, Jamie. I think it's fascinating to see people, on social media. They are sharing you know, some very personal topics where I'm sure it's not easy to talk about, and you know, you are sharing there. But I believe at the same time it's part of healing as well, because when you put it out, when you share with people, you know, you have, in a way, you are helping people as well, because people, they might be in a situation that they, you know, that they cannot see a way out, and see someone
Yeah.
who has been there before, and you know, now talking very open about it. I think it's about helping people as well, so it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's brave as well. It's very brave for you to be able to do that. It's not easy, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's very kind. And like you say, the healing, you know, I'll go to a fellowship, you know, and that's not for everyone. But the kind of things that I've learned there, and the main thing I've sort of learned is that, you know, I've got an illness, you know, and the fact is other people have as well. And when you're suffering with addiction and stuff like that, you know, the idea that you have an illness isn't really there, and it's a kind of idea that you're kind of selfish, and you know, and what I wanted to sort of promote there was, you know, not necessarily the fellowship where I go, but the ideas that I've picked up, you know, and sort of move that to sort of more, you know, more palatable maybe to people, because, you know, the idea of it being a sort of God-related program, which is not, it's a spiritual program, but I kind of negated that, and I don't really talk about that side of things. But what I brought to it was, you know, and like you said, people say brave, but I've got no shame in what is wrong, you know, and I want people to feel that as well, that, you know, that it's not shameful, you know, it's something that we've got, it's something, you know, we need to manage, and it's something that can be, you know, sort of phased out of our lives, but, you know, it's just a certain amount of work we've got to do. And accepting it's a big issue, you know, the biggest part of the issue is acceptance, you know, and that's kind of what I want people to get to. And then once you accept it, you can work on the problem.
Totally.
Yeah.
I think when you accept it, is already halfway through of the journey. When you accept it, when you know it, that's okay, there is something here, let me work on it, let me change somehow, let me try a new journey, let me see, you know, let me talk to people or professionals or people around me to see what's. I think that's already halfway of the journey of recovery, for sure. It's a good start.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I want people to be able to do, is move forward to, you know, whichever recovery they want to head towards. But, you know, just that idea that, you know, it's there's an optimism there with having a disease, you know, and there's optimism by someone like me who's kind of moved forward into a sobriety, and just to let people know that, you know, because it can be quite intimidating when you realise, you know, that things have gone a little bit too far, you know, and it's turned into an addiction, you know, and then the idea of having to stop, you know, people find that a little bit awkward to understand, that you can't go back, you know, once it's crossed that line, you're now having to sort of, it has to be sort of removed, and moving forward you have to stop, you know. Yeah, and that's kind of the optimism that it can be done, and you can just live a normal life. You can, if you know, if the motivation's there and it's a positive attitude you need.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so during the interview, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your life and also about your journey so far, okay?
Yeah.
Jamie, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Yes.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box.
Lovely.
So, I'm my best friend. Run the fun questions. I'm just gonna play a song just for us to relax before the first question. Okay? All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do it.
No worries.
Right. So before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, you don't want to answer, always can change. Okay?
Okay.
First question for you is: who has been the most influential person in your life?
Oh. Yeah, well, that, you know, with my recovery, I mean, that's the biggest achievement in my life. And at a fellowship, you know, where I go, you get a sponsor. And that, I can't really talk a great deal about the intricacies of who they are. And, but, you know, it's a woman, and she's a bit older than me. And she just got me to sort of look at myself, you know, and that's an awful lot of what I needed to do in my life to sort of improve it, was understand the sort of bad habits I picked up. The outlooks that I had were possibly negative. Well, they were very negative, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and the idea that and she helped me to understand these things, you know, and the fact that the past is the past, that we can't affect or change it. You know, the future's not here yet, so not to worry about that. And today is the most important day. You know, it's the only day we can affect. You know, it's about living in the day. And these all, you know, this is the sort of stuff that I learned that sort of
Amazing.
changed. It wasn't just putting a drink down. It was, you know, but my sponsor, you know, helping me, you know, achieve what, you know, what was the biggest and will always be the biggest thing that I've achieved, you know, is
Mm-hmm.
sobriety. You know, that support, you know, and information, you know, and it's, you know, it's that experience, that lived experience that someone can pass on to you,
Yeah,
you know, that's invaluable, it's priceless, you know, and it was to me. So
totally.
that's the biggest person in my life.
Wow. Yeah, I think those people, they come to our lives, you know, and they understand us. They don't judge us. They just are there to, you know, to be by our side. And at the end of the day means a lot for us, for sure. Those special people. Amazing.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay, so this person is watching this interview right now, and you have a moment, an opportunity to send them a message. What would you say?
Yeah, I love you. Lots.
Sweet, sweet, very
That's
sweet.
it. Yeah.
Next
Thank you, and
question.
I love you lots. Yeah, that's it. I'll tell her that any time, all the time, anyway.
Sweet. But now you're telling for the whole world to watch as well.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, she'll love that. But I will tell her to watch the interview, and she'll like it.
Next question. Hey, Jane. Next question is, tell us about your best sorry, sometimes because I had interviewed with some Americans sometimes, and sometimes I just change the words. Right.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, don't worry.
Next question is, tell us about your best holidays and why you consider that.
It's a bit of a struggle, that one, but I'd say I like scenery now, you know, and I did Salou in Spain,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't long into recovery really, and went to Montserrat, and there's a mountain range there, and it's a bit of a climb there. So it initially the altitude got to me,
Mm-hmm.
but I climbed all the way up to the top there, and it's beautiful scenery all the way up there. You know, and then you get to the top of the range there, and there's like a compass dial at the top or sundial at the top,
Right.
and then from there you can see out across all over through the plains. It's like the sheer drop, and then it's just, you know, this amazing view up there. And it was just the fact that it was the first thing I'd sort of have achieved, really, apart from, you know, what my lifestyle had been before that, you know, and it was just getting up there and proving myself I could do something like that, you know. You know, a nondescript holiday off, really, apart from that, to be honest. But that was kind of one of my standout things in my life, really. Yeah,
And
so that was, yeah.
and when you think about life, Jamie, what's the meaning of life for you?
Well, the thing is, I personally think we live within our own reality, which is what we think, you know, and it can depend on what people think as to what the meaning of life would be. You know, my realities of the meaning of life would sort of contradict what other people's would be, you know. You know, as a generalisation, I don't know, but for me, it's about self motivation, about connection, about you know, really having to be able to have a friendship with yourself, you know, because we can sort of distance ourselves from ourselves over, you know, in life, because we can live up to other people's expectations, you know, like what is success and what is failure, you know, and it's not a realistic thing if you live life to other people's expectations. So my
So,
success in life, like, have been in recovery and connecting with myself, and forming a sort of deeper friendship or relationship with myself, understanding what I like and what I don't like.
I
Yeah,
see.
to me, the meaning of life really is like connection with myself and creating a reality that I can live within, you know. And I don't necessarily need people around me all the time, I'm
No.
appreciative of that, and the right people around me. But I don't need that, and I can, I have a higher power and I can connect with that,
Totally.
and find satisfaction that way, and that's the closer I am to my higher power, the closer I am to what is the meaning of life.
Amazing. Okay. Next question. Let's do it. You like dancing, Jamie?
No. I wish I could. I wish I could. If I could, I'd dance, but I wasn't born with rhythm, I'm afraid.
Right. So before the next question, tell me the moments when in your life and you realized, okay, I need to change this journey, when you start your recovery journey. Tell me, did something happen, or you just felt like, okay, I just need to change my life from now on? If you can share.
Yeah, I mean,
When was
morality was kind of the big push with it, because I mean, deep down as a human being, we all know the difference between right and wrong. And the thing is, I wasn't surrounded by sort of bad people that drank so much, and that wasn't really an issue. I've been in and around that, but what sort of struck me was, people had families and lives, and successes of different descriptions, houses, or that had moved on at work, and I kind of didn't want to have led a life where I hadn't actually done anything. I had my son, and that kind of, I'd pay maintenance, but that was kind of all I was doing on that front, and everything kind of came together for me to look at myself, and it wasn't necessarily I could see myself as a failure, but I certainly didn't see myself as a success. And a lot of people would have suggested I was a failure, but it wasn't really, it was kind of the motivation to have had something or tried, and my ethos now is, you only fail by not trying. It's that, if you're motivated to try, you've succeeded. After that, it's in the lap of the gods as to whether you get the outcome you want or not. But the actual the motivation to try is success for me, and I hadn't actually done any of that myself. So to all intents and purposes, how I think now, yeah, I pretty much was a bit of a failure. But yeah, the motivation was to have at least tried and had a go, and that's what I wanted to do, really. So
cool. Next question for you is, right, what is the best first date have ever been on?
I remember many years ago, I had a girlfriend down in Sussex where I was living. I'll just leave it there as that. But yeah, and it wasn't the first date. It was a new, sort of newish kind of, not first, but newish kind of date, however you'd word that. And I came in and I went to met her, and she'd cooked like carbonara and stuff like that. And there was a beach just over the road.
Wow.
And we took these bowls of stuff over to the beach, put a blanket down, nice summer's evening, and we had carbonara and had a nice day on the beach there.
I love carbonara, Jamie.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. Yeah, and this was particularly nice as well. Very good cook she was. Yeah, that was probably my favourite date I've ever had.
Wow. And do you consider yourself to be a romantic person or not?
Yeah, I kind of like the idea of being a bit of a gentleman, being the gentlemanly thing, sort of opening the doors and flowers and flowers delivered, just little things, and compliments, and I like making a woman feel like a woman, and looked after.
Wow. And when you are connect with a woman, when you have this connection, or it's something that you look up, like there is something about a person that it gets your attention? There's something about their personality or their looks. What's something that gets your attention when you see someone interesting, Uma?
Yeah, I'd say it's personality really, and sense of
Yeah.
humour, big thing for me. It's kind of, that time together when you can have a sort of romantic night, but you're having a laugh with it, and there's kind of something special about having, smiling and laughing together. That connection is quite deep, I think. That's kind of what I like,
Mm-hmm.
and the same kind of interests, but yeah, that being able to just be together and have a bit of fun, really.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Great. Cool. Next question, ready?
Yeah, no worries.
Do it. Next question. Hey, Jane from England. Next question is, talking about holidays, we already talked about that, so I can get another one for you.
Yep.
Right. Next question is, what do you like the most about yourself?
Well, what I've learned about myself really is, and what I like about myself the most, is my resilience. To understand what strength of character is when you're younger, it's hard to understand. It's consistency, but it's resilience. And kind of what I do have is an independence, but resilience. To not give up. And I learned that because the initial periods of time when I tried to stop drinking, that resilience wasn't there, and I fought and I found it again. And it's something that's always been there. And the stubbornness, really, I'm quite sort of stubborn, with that resilience. And that's kind of what I do like. It's not an arrogance. I'm not obnoxious or arrogant. I just have a sort of low confidence within myself now. And I believe in myself, which is really, something I didn't really realise was still there. But to find that in my recovery was probably the most beautiful thing to happen. If I'm honest with you.
And do you feel like you are living your best life right now, James?
Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't say I've necessarily got what from the outside looking in would seem like a great deal, but what I have is gratitude for what I have got. And I didn't really have that in my life before. But I have gratitude for the things that I need, and there's the things that I want, I'm not concerned about. There's a great sort of phrase is, Lord, forgive me what I need, not what I want. And when I started living my life with that in mind, I had a lot more gratitude to life because it gave me what I need, or it gives me what I need, which I'm grateful for,
Amazing. Great. I think being sober, the journey of sobriety, it brings a lot of gratitude as well. And, I had a lovely man here on the show who is being a sober journey. And he said, William, it's, before I start my sober journey, it was just about take. Now it's about give. It's about, being grateful. It's about being in a place where you are grateful for so many things that you never saw before when you were addicted to something. So it's amazing to know that.
Yeah. I mean, this whole idea of, that's what I did when I was drinking, really, was take. But well, even while I was doing that, I still didn't think I got anything, and I was, even what I did get, I wasn't grateful for it, and I thought I wasn't getting anything and deserved more. That was the weirdness about it all. Like you say now, it's even like the little things, having a coffee, I'm grateful for that. I'm just grateful for having a roof over my head, for all the opportunities I get, I'm very grateful for.
Amazing. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Okay, next question is, if you could be any age, what age would you choose and why?
Yeah, I'll probably go at 21, 22.
Wow, why is that?
Yeah, well, I'm a scaffolder. I started when I was about 16. By the time I got to about 21, 22, I'd kind of learnt my trade, and I was kind of earning good money. And you know, I was kind of together. I had good wardrobe, and you know, I was you know, enjoying being that age and all the things that go with it. Really, that's before the sort of drinking sort of started tipping over. It still wasn't particularly healthy at that time. The amount I drank, but it was more like a party kind of over drinking. You know, and it wasn't specifically out of control, but it was heavy. But yeah, about that time, you know, I was just like young lads and doing the things young lads get up to, really, and enjoying myself. Yeah, so I probably 21, 22.
Aging for you is something that bothers you, or you just see as a matter of life?
Yeah, I see it as something that bothers other people. You know, there's well, obviously, that's been throughout the ages, isn't it? You know, the idea of fatty youth and you know potions and lotions and creams and cosmetic surgeries and you know, I mean, I kind of aged badly when I was drinking, and I've kind of got myself in shape again, and I'm not looking bad, you know, and I'm grateful for that with him, you know, and as for looking younger, a lot younger I am. I'm not really bothered about that. And getting older, it shows you a bit more. Well, it's supposed to show you a bit more mature. Hopefully, I'm a bit more mature, and that you know, and that's just part of life, isn't it? Bit grey in the beard, you know,
Look,
hair's not.
great.
Yeah, that's right, William. You look great. Honestly, that's what it.
I like my great beard. I like my gray hair. I think it's experience, wisdom. It's wisdom.
Yeah, it's wisdom. That's right.
Yeah, I
That's
think
100%. I agree, but you know, and it's just an insecurity, isn't it, in life about you know
totally.
how you look and
Yeah.
what you wear, and you know, we know the facts. It doesn't matter really. It's what's
No,
inside. You know, it's the you know, like you say, the wisdom or the
totally.
understanding or the empathy that comes with age.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I embrace the, every age I am, I embrace it because I think for us to be able to be here right now, it's a gift because, some people they might, not even be in our age and we are young, and
Yeah,
I think aging it's something nice because, people as you said, you feel more comfortable with yourself, you know who you are, so that attracts a lot of people as well because they feel it, the energy, they like people when they know themselves, their weakness, their strength, their power, their personality, they are aware of it. And somehow people like that. They get
yeah,
our vibe. I understand. Of course, when you're younger, you're in a different mindset. You just want to party,
yeah.
you give more attention to more different things that for us nowadays doesn't mean much. It's just about being good with ourselves. That's
Yeah.
the main thing I know. Amazing.
Well, it's mindfulness, isn't it? And
Totally.
yeah, just connecting with, look, well, just connecting with nature and
Yeah.
the sea and the beach, and you know that kind of that excites me now, and that's kind of where I'm at really with him, you know. But it's the truth, you know. The beautiful
Totally.
sunset, or you know, that's that,
Yeah.
and like you say, talking to older people and that energy. It's just
Yeah.
that feeling a connection with the right energies and the right people and the right
Totally.
settings, and you know, it's kind of what it's all about, I think.
Totally. And this experience, it just come with age, with time, because you cannot have this. We would not be able to have this mindset when you're 21, 22. I think it's a different, and there is a beauty in every age as well. There, I think,
Yeah.
we learn something, and I'm sure in 10 years' time, you're gonna look back, you're gonna go like, oh my God, I embrace my age that I am right now. So it's always like that. You just need to embrace it.
Yeah.
2 questions left.
2 more.
Do it. Before the next question, you said that you have a son, yeah?
Yes.
So tell me, what's the biggest joy of being a dad?
It's been seeing he's got the same mannerisms as me, and he's got the same kind of sense of humor as me. Yeah, and just seeing him develop, you know, and finding his personality. You know, there's obviously a bit of his mum there as well. But you know, just seeing a bit of you coming through in another human being is kind of nice. you know, it's odd as well in a kind of way. But yeah, that's kind of what I like to, you know. I mean, he looks a bit like me, unfortunately for him. But yeah, no, yeah, it's just seeing that you know, you within another human being, you know, and
Good.
you know, and the amount of love I have for him. You know, I can't really describe it. You know, it's not that I don't overly, you know, love him overly. You know what I
I
mean?
see
It's
what
like
you
I've
mean.
got a healthy kind of love. It's not, you know, I can, you know, I can connect with him, and you know, if he's being a bit naughty, I'll tell him off. You know what I mean? It's like this. It's just a healthy kind of, but a deep love I have for him. You know, I've never loved anyone the same
And
as I
so
love him.
and so far, what has been the most meaningful lesson you've learned from him?
That's a good question. That is a very good question. Kindness, really. He's just so kind, you know, and that kind of rubs off on me. But you know, with the way he is with other people and his friends, and you know, he's just really outgoing and kind, is what I'd say. You know, he's a credit to his mum, obviously, because she's
Well,
done most of the work with him.
of course.
But yeah, he's just really kind, which you know, which is a lesson for everyone, really.
Wow.
And when it's natural like that, you know, it's you know, it's a beautiful thing, really.
Great. Look, proud dad. I can see your eyes shining. Talk about him.
Yeah, no, yeah, I do. I love him more than anything. Yeah.
Sweet. Next question is, what does happiness mean to you?
It's interesting because I have this conversation quite a lot, or have had it quite a lot with people, because it can be kind of like that thing that people say, I just want to be happy, you know, and there's the second phase to that, isn't there? So what is your, you know, happiness? And I suppose so, and it said satisfaction, you know, and I think that's a really good way of the secondary sort of thinking about happiness. And that is, it's quite, with satisfaction comes that kind of peace of mind, you know, and it's kind of not fine, I don't think, by a single or one thing in life. It's a kind of series of dots connecting, you know, healthy relationships with people, you know, love, you know, work that you kind of enjoy, you know, just that kind of all the dots sort of connecting for that feeling of satisfaction and the peace of mind that comes with that. You know, happiness is a sort of you know, peace of mind. Not a utopia, you know, maybe a utopia, you know, but that kind of peace of mind, that serenity, they call it in the fellowship where I go. It's not overly happy, you know, overly excited or overly sad. You know, it's that middle bit, middle of the boat, my sponsor says. You know, just serenity, peace, satisfaction, really, is what I describe it as.
Do you think happiness is a choice?
Yeah. It can be. The thing is, it's like I say with other stuff, it's like a negative mind will pick up on negative things, you know. And if you have a positive outlook, you know, you'll pick up, your subconscious picks up on positive, you know, and that can be a choice, you know. It's but not a lot of people get this explained to them, you know. People just sort of fumble through life, and no one's kind of explaining that you can pick an outlook, and that can define your, you know, your reality, really. So I'd say it is a choice, but you need the right people around you with a positive. It's like a herd, isn't it? You know, if you look at, you know, us as you know, we live in a herd, and you act like your herd, or you behave like the herd you're in. You know, so if you're with positive people, you know, you'll be positive. It just will happen. But if you're with negative people, like I used to be with, you know, that negativity becomes, you know, your outlook and what you're used to, you know. And I think that is a choice.
I see. Last question, ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's do it. Last question.
Lovely dancing.
I'm from Brazil, so
Yeah, I know, that's right.
when you're born in Brazil, you have two ways: or you become a football player,
Footballer.
or you become a dancer. I haven't gone for either way.
Yeah. I kid you not, at the leisure centre I go to at the roads, there's a Brazilian that works there, and his name's Pele.
Oh, really?
Yeah, true. He's a lovely bloke. Yeah, Pele.
Jamie, before the last question, people watching this interview right now, maybe there is someone that maybe they are struggling with, addiction, or maybe they are in a place where they don't
Mm.
find a way out, or maybe they are in a place where they're not feeling the best. They are trying to get out of this challenge journey that they are facing right now. What would be your best piece of advice for those people?
There's a life out there, and the thing is, if you're struggling with any kind of addiction, what you're using really for the to solve the problems you have in life is the problem, and when you remove that problem, you're just dealing with life with a clear head, and that's what recovery will give you. It'll give you the skills and the outlook and mindset about to deal with that 10% of life. Once you've got the substance or the alcohol out of your life, it's slow growth, but after a period of time, you get your life back, and then it improves, and you get a better life than you could ever imagine. So, make that first step today, and then you're on your way to the top of the mountain.
Amazing. Cool. Last question for you is, what has been the lowest point of your life?
That'd be my rock bottom, which was just about 3 years ago. I came out of a bad relapse, and I had been staying at my mum's, and then I found out my mum was terminally ill.
Wow.
And ultimately, my mum passed away sort of about 4 months after that. But yeah, so realistically, the worst time of my life was, that period, and then with my mum being in hospital and hospice, and and then going into recovery. But that all motivated me to stop, because seeing my mum go through that was and knowing that she had done anything to live, I looked at it as a responsibility, a positive responsibility. I had to get my life back and start living it. Like I said to you, that kind of feeling that I hadn't tried or done anything in my life prior, hit me as well. And and then I wanted to do that for my mum, on top of for myself. So yeah, it was a tough time, but ultimately made me stronger.
Totally. And the opposite of the question, what has been the happiest point of your life when you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's my son being born, because a lot of what I've achieved with getting sober was with my son in mind. Wanting him to have a dad, but having a dad that he'd be proud of. And that motivated me, and that was the happiest, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me. It might have took a little bit of time, but
Oh, sweet, very sweet.
Yeah, thank you.
Right, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words, just one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Yeah.
Let's start with money.
Problems.
Fear.
Loathing.
Family.
Sparse.
Love.
Not a lot.
Life.
Death.
One word for sex.
Gymnastics.
Wow, a lot of gymnastics, a lot of
Brazilian,
a lot of movements, yeah.
Yeah.
Politics.
Trouble.
Friendship.
Deep.
Religion.
High power.
Desire.
Love.
Regret.
Few.
Say again?
Few. Like not many.
Okay. Success.
Future.
Wish.
Oh, don't know. Sorry, William.
It's okay, not a problem, not right or wrong.
Yeah.
Happiness.
Hopefully.
One word for Isle of Wight.
Vintage.
I like that. One word for England.
Old.
One word. Really? How come? Really? England?
Yeah, I always think it's sort of just old, you know. I don't know why.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
History. Yeah, England. When I think about England, it's all about history.
Yeah.
One word for addiction.
Death.
One word for sobriety.
Life.
A good one. Very good. I was thinking. Oh my God! I had. Okay. Last one is sober journey. One word.
Satisfaction.
One more. If you could define all your videos, your lives on TikTok, in one word, what that would be?
So my lives.
Your lives on TikTok, when you go live, or your videos, if you could define all of that, or your page on TikTok, what that would be?
Yeah. Hope.
Hope? Amazing.
Yeah.
Let's pretend now I'm going to meet this special person you mentioned in the beginning of the interview for a coffee, and I'm going to ask this person, define Jamie in one positive and one negative word only. What this person would say?
She said it before, miracle.
And negative?
Oh. Frustration.
Okay. If I would ask the same question to your son, would be the same answer?
Well, yeah, I think I think so, yeah, equal.
For both negative and positive?
Well, I kind of say negative, I think he'd probably say I get frustrated, but positive, I don't know. I love him a lot, so he knows I love him. So maybe I love him too much. Probably be his thing, but
Perfect. Yeah, love. He would say
yeah.
love.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Let's play now, Jamie, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But before we ask him the question, Jamie, I'm going to ask you a question for you. If you had the superpower of erasing all those, moments, that's, addiction, that's trouble that you went through life, if you had the superpower of taking out of your life, would you do it or not? Would you keep it, knowing the person you are today?
I'd keep it, all of it. Yeah. Unfortunately, there was kind of I kind of feel like when I was a bit younger, I was kind of a bit too arrogant, and full of myself. And I'd like to think that kind of what I've been through was kind of that was taken away. Right. So yeah, I wouldn't change it with him. No.
Great.
Some points I'd probably change. I probably wish at some points I could have done, but no, not now. I wouldn't.
I see. Okay. You can ask me a question now, James.
Okay. It's going to be, what's your meaning of life?
Wow, good question. Good question. What's the meaning of life for me? Wow. You know what, James? For me, the meaning of life, it's about for you to waking up every single day knowing that you're gonna have beautiful, great moments. You're gonna have sad moments. You're gonna have challenge moments. You're gonna, it's gonna be like a roller coaster life. Yeah.
Yeah.
all those moments are gonna come and they're gonna go. They're gonna leave a lesson, they're gonna leave some memories, they're gonna leave some tears, they're gonna leave some smiles. I think that's what's life for me. Life is about for you to live every day knowing that all those emotions, all those moments that's gonna happen to us. It's all about life trying to, to show you something. Could be something, a lesson, could be something for you to learn about yourself, or to learn about others, or to learn about the world we live in, about anything. I think life presents us moments and some lessons, or some things that there is always a reason behind. So I think for me, that's the meaning of life, for you to live it every day knowing that you're going to go through a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And learn everything, try to learn everything. People going to cross your life for a reason, the right people would come, the wrong people would go, they're going to leave something in your life. And I think that's what life is about. It's about for you to live it, knowing that, you're going to go through a lot, but everything there is a meaning behind, and just embrace it. Just, how I know it's easy when you are happy, when you are in a good moment, but sometimes when you are in a challenge moment, or when you are feeling sad, stop for a moment and just think, wow, there's something here that I need to learn about it. Life introduced that to me for some reason, so let me see what it's about. And it's not going to be forever, so it will pass one point. So yeah, that's the meaning of life for sure.
Yeah, brilliant. I love that. That's kind of my ethos too, really.
Great. Did you enjoy the interview?
Yeah, really good with him. Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Thanks again for taking the time, Jamie. I'm gonna say again, I really appreciate what you do on social media, through your page. You are very brave to be exposing yourself through challenge moments, and again, helping people, connect with people. You never know who watch your videos, your lives, and I think people, they appreciate. Sometimes they are lonely, sometimes they are alone. Just need to hear from someone who has been in the moment that they are facing now, and I think it's great to see someone. So carry on with your with your videos, with your life, and I just wish you the best. And
thank you, William.
Thanks again. Thanks for being part of the show. And before you go,
thank you for inviting me.
And actually, thank as well for you to delay your live. I know you're meant to be live at an hour ago, but you delayed because of the show.
That's not right, William. No, that's fine. I did a story thing to tell them it was going to be a bit later tonight, so that's all right.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you for the kind words, William. It means a lot to me. Like I say, I mean, it is me kind of opening myself up to,
Amazing. And before you go, Jamie, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Yeah, it's quite a simple phrase. It's yesterday is gone and tomorrow is promised to no one. It's you can't live in the past. It's gone, and don't worry about tomorrow because it's not here yet, and it might not come. Just today. Focus on today and what you're doing today.
Totally.
That's basically, it's on my page there. It's what I do every day.
And today is a gift, so take this gift. Yeah, you appreciate this gift. The present is today.
Yeah, 100%, William. Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what it is. Today and now is the most important part of your life ever.
Totally. Thanks again. Regards to your son, to the special person you mentioned at the beginning. Regards to your friends and family, and you keep in touch. It was a pleasure to have you on the show. Okay, have a good night.
And you, William. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you later, mate. Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.